Hey, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the luckiest day in my life. Like, literally, I don't know how I've ever been able to be this lucky. I don't think I can ever be this lucky again. This is the type of story where, you know, when you just do something amazing and it's just so cool that you're just like, I don't know if I'm going to even do that again. The story pretty much starts. My mom and I were in the pool because, you know, we have a pool in our backyard and it's pretty epic. It's pretty insane, you know? So I just wanted to go on my trampoline because if you've known me long enough, then you know that I know a couple of trampoline tricks or things related to it. And also, COVID is so bad that I wasn't able to do anything on my trampoline for such a long time. Since I haven't really been able to do anything a significant amount of time, you know, it's kind of good that I've finally been able to be active again. Because now that I'm active again, I can just, you know, have fun, do things, and no less COVID. I spent all my time trying to go on the trampoline, but I forgot about one simple factor. I forgot about one little thing. There are wasps under my trampoline. You know about wasps? They're like the little small version of, they're like the very much bigger version of bees, and they hurt a lot more. You know, since these wasps came to just attack me, I haven't really been having a good time since when it came to going on my trampoline, since there were wasps under my trampoline, you know. My mom ended up trying to help get the wasp off of the trampoline so I could get on it. It took a lot of trial and error, but pretty much this is how it went. What we ended up doing first is spraying down the wasps with a hose. And when you spray down those with a hose, all you really do is you just make them like leave the nest and then you drown them. It didn't quite work. All what happened was mom sprayed down the trampoline or sprayed the hose, and I tried to get on and like 3 wasps just straight up went into my face and tried to sting me. It was so bad. But here's the thing, because of my mom's brilliance and amazingness with a hose, you know, I was actually able to survive. I'm going to be honest with you. I should not have been this lucky. I should have gotten stung right there. It should have been lights out, game over, GG. Why did you even try that, my guy? You good, my guy? Oh, he's back. So all the wasps come and swarm me. I was able to get out of the way and evade. And then after that, I tried to check under the trampoline to see, is there a wasp nest under the trampoline or not? Because, like, we didn't know yet. We didn't know that there might have been a wasp nest under the trampoline. Turns out there was, and that stuff was the size just of an entire whole baseball. It was a big boy baseball of a nest, you know what I'm saying? It was not fun to be on, look at, or get swarmed by. So the strategy first was to try to spray the wasp nest from the vantage point where you could see it, which was under the trampoline. That was a little bit worrying, but it didn't go too well. And then we tried to spray it from different angles, and then my mom came up with the most brilliant idea ever. I cannot believe that someone could come up with such a good idea that I didn't think it would work at all. This idea, I still don't understand how it worked to this day, but my mom's idea was to poke the nest with a stick so that it would fall off. Excuse me, but what kind of idea is that? It's one of those stories that start with, so what had happened was, and end with, so, you know, my mom died. You know, no one really wants one of those stories. Not me, at least. So, you know, wasn't too pleased about that whole stick idea. But, you know, since she decided to go ahead with it anyway and do the stick thing, I was like, okay, I guess I gotta go along with this. I first tried to poke it with the stick. Mom was like, you're more agile, so, you know, if they come and get you, you're more likely to be able to actually escape fast enough than I would be able to, I guess. But no. You know, I tried to poke it with a stick. All it did was made me terrified. Like, I was very scared of the wasp nest for good reason. My judgment call was we probably shouldn't do this and we should just get an exterminator or something. My mom decided to go ahead with it, mustered up the courage, and she actually poked off the wasp nest. It was incredible. I didn't expect it to happen. I didn't expect anything to happen that was good, because firstly, 3 wasps escaped from the nest, you know, before we drowned the nest in water. And the only reason that we weren't stung by like 40 of them was because that since my mom had previously, I'm getting clipped. Since my mom had previously sprayed it with the hose, it wasn't, you know, a big deal because all of them had already died. So, you know, the actual trial and error part was the good part. If we just tried to poke it with the stick first, it would have been GG lights out. I don't know what you're trying to do anymore. I just decide I'm gonna go on the trampoline now. I'm gonna finally go on. So I get on the trampoline. I decide to have myself a good old time. So pretty much, I just go on the trampoline, and there were a couple of wasps still left around. So we made sure to get those first, and I'm pretty sure that there was one inside of the actual supporting bars for the net. There were like a couple in there, but there wasn't after we sprayed. My ping just spiked to 200. That's good for me. Lol. Nothing out of the ordinary here, folks. This is all total legit PvP. None of this is off whatsoever. But we get rid of the remaining wasps. I go on the trampoline and I jump as high as I can. The trampoline is wet, so it's going to be bouncing higher. You know, it's going to be great. Best time of my life. It's actually a good time to jump. So I jump, I land on my back and smack my legs down. This trick is called kaboom, but we're just going to call it a backflip for now, because technically it's a backflip off of your back, just where you hit your legs. But, you know, I do it. I jump as high as I can. I do one, and then I've gone so high that I didn't know what to do with the extra rotation. I got so high that I didn't know what to do with the extra rotation, and I accidentally did a double. My first one ever. Landed. I don't know how I landed it either. You don't do a trick that you've never done before and then accidentally do a double. So anyways, you know, that was my least lucky day ever, you know, because afterwards I proceeded to just you know, live my life properly. The actual luckiest day of your life, you should you know, win the lottery. This is why you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you disagree, then I don't know what to tell you other than sucks to suck. If you like these videos, you should subscribe.